This is your home for the Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live.
Alford is going to hand it off to Cody Buck up the middle, lowers the shoulder into the end zone.
Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors. 48 years of Hayden tradition and excellence. Learn more at haydenoutdoors.com.
Bergen going to set up Padgett nicely. Gar with his third rebound, kicks it to Talon Torres. Now Ryder and I going to try a mid-range jump shot, and that's good. Bailey Smith open it in the corner for three, up and in. Third goal from the four. He'll swing it out right side, looking for the corner, the end zone, and he will make it. Another Bulldog touchdown.
It's time for the Bulldogs on your home for Baldwin High School Athletics. Baldwin Sports Live.
Well, good evening, everyone, and happy Halloween from Liston Stadium in Baldwin City, Kansas, where tonight we get the 2025 high school football playoff started with a first-round matchup between the number 6 Baldwin Bulldogs and the number 11 Holton Wildcats. Baldwin is 5-3 and have won 2 straight games coming into tonight, including a 48-0 blowout of Osawatomie last week, while Holton is 4-4 on the year and have lost 3 of their last 4 games, including a 37-29 loss last week at Leavenworth. Hi everyone, my name is Ryan Hilmer alongside Jackson Blakely with Joey Bongard up top on the camera controls. We're all very excited for this matchup here tonight. It's the first playoff game Baldwin has hosted since 2020 when they beat Jeff West 40-12. They'll have a very tough and physical opponent tonight in the Holton Wildcats, who run the ball about 95% of the time from an old school wishbone formation with a lot of option, power, and counter looks. We'll talk more about that and each team's path to get here coming up next on the postseason edition of Baldwin State Bank pregame show. But first, I'd like to remind you the Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Shad and Penny Sheldon are your Baldwin City area brokers, and they would like you to discover the Farmers Turnpike 20, a prime 19-acre property located just 3 miles from the Kansas Turnpike and 5 miles from Lawrence. This land is ideal for hunting or ATV enthusiasts with multiple locations for your dream home. With beautiful scenery, easy access, and utilities available, this well-rounded acreage is a rare find, so act quickly. Learn more at haydenoutdoors.com or call 785-821-2666. We will take a break and be right back with more on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show after this.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft. ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back to the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. It's brought to us by Baldwin State Bank. Personal service from people who care. That's what you get at your hometown community bank, Baldwin State Bank. Whether it's personal finances, business, money management, loans and credit, or saving for retirement, go see Baldwin State Bank. For over 130 years now, they've helped serve our community. So go enjoy a better banking experience with your friends and neighbors at the Baldwin State Bank. All right, let's look back to last week a little bit in Baldwin's big 48-0 win versus Osawatomie right here. They had the most total yards all year with 502 total yards. 289 of those were on the ground, 213 through the air. They had 7 touchdown drives, 4 of those rushing, 3 passing touchdowns. It was the 4th game this year that Alford has thrown for at least 3 touchdowns, and the 3rd this year that he's also added a rushing touchdown. Frost, Quick, and Ethan Williams also each added a rushing touchdown. Baldwin had 18 first downs in total. They were 4 of 9 on 3rd downs and 2 of 3 on 4th downs, so doing a pretty good job of those critical downs. Alford ended up 7 for 13, 213 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and he also rushed for 5 times for 60 yards and a touchdown. Creighton Frost, 14 carries, 102 yards and a touchdown. That was his 3rd game this year where he rushed for over 100 yards. Landry Quick had 2 carries for 21 yards and a touchdown. Like I said, Williams had a 3-yard rushing touchdown and also 1 catch for 33 yards. Miles Massey had a season-high 44 yards receiving on 2 catches. Jackson Rood had a great game as well, another season high for him, 89 yards on 2 catches and a touchdown. He also ran the ball twice for 30 yards. Carson Shannon had a 23-yard touchdown catch, but he is not going to be playing tonight. That was some late news for us as Carson Shannon is out tonight. That's the only Bulldog not playing tonight, so they will definitely miss him. We'll see some more of Dylan Van Horn on defense. He has done a great job defensively. Casey Hamrick also had a 24-yard touchdown catch last week offensively. And in terms of that defense, O'Connor and Max Harvey led the way last week on D. They both had 8 tackles. I mentioned Van Horn. He had another good game, 6 tackles. Baldwin forced 2 turnovers. One of them was on a kickoff return, or a kickoff that they fumbled, and we got it back. And then Kessinger had an interception late. They held Osawatomie to 6 first downs, 2 of 11 on 3rd down, and 0 of 2 on 4th down. So as I bring in my partner Jackson here, look back a little bit over the course of this season and especially last week. What's Baldwin bringing into this game in terms of some momentum into the playoffs here?
Well, the offense the last 3 weeks has looked better than it has really the rest of the season. Of course, 3 weeks ago you had that game against Santa Fe Trail where we dropped 42-21, but the score doesn't quite dictate the story of that game. That the game was a lot closer than the score entails. We had many opportunities close to scoring where there was a fumble, a couple of missed receivers down the field that would have led to touchdowns. 2 weeks ago, Bishop Ward, they started off slow, but as the game went on, they looked to start to get in a groove. A couple big plays from Alford, Hamrick, and Jackson Rood that game, and of course 135 yards from Creighton Frost that game. This offense has been in a rhythm the last few weeks. It's been really fun to watch, but really what I'm going to be watching is the offensive line and the special teams. The penalties recently, as of late, have been a killer when it comes to offense. It's really been the best defense we've faced all years, the penalties that we have kind of put on top of ourselves. So that's something, as the game goes out, we're going to be taking a look at that, making sure we're keeping those mental mistakes to a minimum and stuff like that. On Holton side, as you mentioned, there's going to be a lot of running. They've only thrown the ball 10 times throughout the whole year. Quarterback Alec Frazier, 3 for 10 on the year, 33 yards, but he's ran the ball about 70 times for just about 600 yards and 5 touchdowns. They got a good running back crew with him, Andrew Shoup, number 12, Corbin Wilson, and Cale Frazier. Caden Gale gets some carries throughout the game as well. So definitely something to keep a look at, how this defense counters that heavy run offense.
Yeah, 100%. You talked a little bit about Holton. They were 4-4 coming into this game, 37-29. They lost at Leavenworth last week. They won 3 of 4 to start the year, but they have lost 3 of 4 to finish. Mentioned a little bit earlier, they run that wishbone option offense, so Baldwin's going to have to stop the run here tonight. They've only thrown 10 passes in 8 games, has Holton, so keep an eye on that. It's only about a pass every game. It ends up being kind of a trick play when they throw a pass, just kind of trying to catch you off guard. They're a very proud program as well. They have won 3 state titles in Coach Barta's 30-year tenure. This is his 30th year at Holton. He has 273 wins and 74 losses. That is a pretty good record, I would say. They have 10 one-loss seasons as well, so they have 10 years where they were undefeated into going into the playoffs, and 2 undefeated seasons. They became a 3A team in 2018. And they got 3 running backs, like Jackson mentioned earlier. They have all over 85 carries this year. Andrew Shoup is number 8. Number 12, Corbin Wilson. They're both seniors and both very tough runners. They line up at the deep back, the halfback positions. The fullback is number 22, Cale Frazier. He'll line up just behind the quarterback, and the quarterback is number 14, Alec Frazier. Those guys are both seniors and big threats on the ground as well. As you'll notice when you see them run their offense, it's not a typical wishbone offense where the quarterback is under center. He stands about a yard and a half behind and just squats down really far so the defense can't see him.
It's not quite a shotgun set.
Yeah.
It's kind of
it's a very
like
short
when the Eagles had Jason Kelsey and Jalen Hurts used to get real low in the shotgun stance. That's kind of what it's like. But something else I want to mention about these 2 teams is the matchups that they've had throughout the year. Both teams having pretty good seasons, maybe not for Holton from the standards that Coach Barta has kind of set throughout his 30-year tenure. But both teams have they've won the games they should have, and all their losses are to teams who are kind of on the upper end of 3 and 4A. On Baldwin side, that lost to Ottawa early in the year. Then you have that loss to Silver Lake and Santa Fe Trail. Those are all teams that are going to be competing late or midway into November. And on Holton side, they've lost 2 out of their last 3 to Topeka Hayden, who are a very good team, and Leavenworth as well, their last time out.
Yep.
And their other 2 losses are to 2 pretty good programs. Can't remember them off the top of my head, but if I remember correctly, all the teams that they've lost to only have 1 or 2 losses throughout the whole year.
They have lost to Sabetha to start the year. They're a good team. And then Jeff West and Hayden, they lost to both of those teams. And then Leavenworth, like you mentioned, Hayden finished first in their district. Jeff West finished second, and they finished third here, and they come in as the number 11 team. Baldwin is number 6. They got a very big offensive line as well, but they got one guy out, and Caleb McCrory, 6 foot, 265-pound senior. He was a second-team all-league offensive lineman last year. He got hurt last week, so he is not going to be in there tonight. That's going to be a big miss for the Wildcats. Instead, they'll have number 50, Brody Althoff, a 5'10", 175-pound senior, and 52, Thane Gross, a 5'9", 200-pound sophomore. So a couple of sophomores on that offensive line, but they got 75, Ian Windsor. He's 6'4", 305. Eli Hines is 6 foot, 210. And we mentioned Cody Rodriguez Jr. as well. He's 6'3", 230. So they got some big boys up front, and also a couple of tight ends. And 86, Grant Warner, he's 6'3", 215. And number 11, Landon Hernandez, is a 6'2", 180-pound senior. Those tight ends can really, really block as well. And then you flip it over to the defensive side. The guy to keep an eye on for them is number 22, senior linebacker Cale Frazier. He has 77 tackles to lead the way for the Wildcats on the year, 9 tackles for a loss, 3 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 1 sack, and he's also blocked a punt. So keep an eye on him both defensively and special teams. And then number 55, Eli Hines, and number 86, Grant Warner, anchor a very good defensive line as well. And that defensive secondary can make some plays. They forced 4 interceptions. They recovered 4 fumbles this year, and have gotten a couple of safeties. And I mentioned that 1 blocked punt. In terms of guys coming back with some accolades from last year, I mentioned Caleb McCrory, who's out. He was a second-team all-league offensive lineman, honorable mention defensive lineman. So they are really going to miss number 79 here tonight. And then I talked about Cale Frazier, the linebacker. He was a second-team all-league linebacker last year. They lose 3 guys that had at least first-team all-league honors last year as well. So they've been a good program. They're a very proud program, like I said, and a very good head coach in Brooks Barta, who is in his 30th season. They have won 3 state titles in his tenure, 2003, 2005, and 2012. Those were all in Class 4A, though. Like I mentioned, they became a 3A team in 2018. So here we are. We are getting you set for the first round of the high school football playoffs here tonight. We got a rivalry as old as time. The Dogs taking on the Cats tonight on Halloween. It should be a scary good game. I can see some costumes out there already.
I saw Michael Myers somewhere down there. I'd be on the lookout.
We are fired up and ready for this one. We'll take a break here on the pregame show, and we'll come back with more on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
When it comes to building your dream home, quality matters. For residential or commercial, Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry brings precision, passion, and Baldwin City pride to every project. They specialize in complete home build and custom cabinetry to help your dream space become a reality. For a free quote, call 785-248-0698 and follow them on Facebook to check out their latest projects. Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry. Built local, built right, built for Baldwin City.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Hounds Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Charlie was born at LMH. We had a great team of nurses. Not only did they check in on us regularly, they always asked if we had questions, always made sure that we understood what was going on. I cannot say enough wonderful things about the labor and delivery, family birthing, and mother baby care team at LMH Health. We had to put our entire trust into their hands, and just everyone was so friendly and so supportive.
For unbeatable service, there's only one choice you can count on. Clint Davis and the team at One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning have been keeping Baldwin City comfortable since 2011. Whether you need quick repairs, seasonal maintenance, or a brand new system, Clint and his team have you covered. Schedule an appointment today by calling 785-393-9329 and sign up for the preferred maintenance plan for special discounts. One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning, the choice for the comfort of your family.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
All right, that was the national anthem here from Liston Stadium in Baldwin City, Kansas, getting you set for the 6 versus 11 matchup in the first round of the Kansas High School Football Playoffs. The Bulldogs taking on the Holton Wildcats. Time now for our area matchups. I'll go ahead and pop up the graphic here of the bracket. You can see Baldwin taking on Holton there. Frontenac is playing Bishop Ward tonight, and the winner of this game will play the winner of that game, obviously. And then just above that, Santa Fe Trail is taking on Perry Lecompton at home. Girard is taking on Neodesha. And then the top half of the bracket looks like this. Prairie View actually already beat Burlington 48-6, so they have advanced. Jeff West taking on Anderson County, and then in the very top of the bracket, Topeka Hayden taking on Columbus, and Parsons already has lost to Wellsville. Wellsville blew them out 50-0 last night, so Wellsville has advanced, and that is the east side of the bracket, and those are our area matchups. It is time now for our keys to the game with Jackson.
First started off, we talked about it in the pregame. It's something that we're going to be keeping an eye on. Clean up your laundry. I know this is something these young men hear probably enough at home, but by my count, the Bulldogs have committed at least 35 penalties over the last 4 weeks. The penalties have been the biggest drive killers for this offense, who have started to find their rhythm in those stretch of games. And in the game tonight, there's going to be a physical matchup on both sides of the ball. Every yard counts, and we are going to have to keep those mental mistakes to a minimum. Secondly, take it one play at a time on defense. We talked about it already. Holton runs a wishbone offense behind a well-coached offensive line and 3 running backs who are not afraid of the moment. All year, this Baldwin defense has done a pretty good job in slowing down our opponent's run game. Holton is going to continue to pound the ball on the ground tonight, as they have done all year. I expect the leadership of Brendan O'Connor, Creighton Frost, and Hunter Barnhart to be a big difference tonight, filling up those gaps in the run game, along with the rest of those difference makers within the front 7. And third, last, definitely not least, have some fun. Remember who and what you're playing for. This is going to be the first playoff game in front of this home crowd since 2020, where they beat Jeff West in the first round to advance before falling in the second round to Holton that year. And the first time the Baldwin Bulldogs have had a record over 500 heading into the playoffs since 2017. This program has been in a rebuild for quite a while now, but with Coach Melcher and the rest of this coaching staff, they have quickly turned it around. Not only just the culture around the program, but the expectations for this ball club as well. The community of Baldwin City have been waiting a long time for a team of this caliber to be competing this late into the season. I don't have to tell you how important this game is, not only for the football program, but for the school and this community who have rallied behind them.
100%. Baldwin won the toss, and they want the football. They will receive to begin this game here tonight. as this was the Baldwin State Bank pregame show brought to you by Baldwin State Bank. Personal service from people who care. That's what you get at your hometown community bank, Baldwin State Bank. Whether it's personal finances, business money management, loans and credit, or saving for retirement, go see Baldwin State Bank. Over 130 years, they've helped serve our community. So go enjoy a better banking experience with your friends and neighbors at the Baldwin State Bank. Head coach for your Baldwin Bulldogs, Jeff Melcher, in his first year. He is 5-3. The head coach for Holton is Brooks Barta. He is in his 30th season. He has 273 wins and 74 losses. He's won 3 state titles and had 2 undefeated seasons. In terms of this series history, going back to 1980, Holton leads it 4-1. Holton has won 4 straight games. All of those games have been playoff games in 2008, 2016, 17, and 2020, like Jackson mentioned earlier. So here we go, all set for the opening kickoff. Baldwin going to receive it. Happy Halloween, everyone. Glad you could join us here tonight. Ryan Hilmer alongside Jackson Blakely. Got Joey Bongard up top on the camera controls, and we are excited to bring you this game. It's a chilly night, maybe 50 degrees, probably in the 40s. Perfect football weather as we are underway, and Casey Hamrick will take the kickoff. Wrigley Hamrick, excuse me, yep, and he's out close to the 40-yard line. They'll call him out at about the 38-yard line. Baldwin going to start their first possession behind a quarterback in Bryce Alford, who has only 1 interception. That came in week 2, and 1 fumble this year. That came a couple of weeks ago, but he has done a great job, Jackson, in protecting the football.
Yeah, 1,600 all-purpose yards, not only through the air, but on the ground as well. Him and Creighton Frost have done a really good job manning that backfield. He's been a great leader for this offense, keeps them under control, keeps them calm, keeps them in the moment. We're going to need to see a lot of that from number 3 tonight.
Here we go. Baldwin lines up 4 wide outs. Big Creighton Frost to the left of Alford. They'll run Jackson Root in motion right to left. Fake the handoff to him. Hand it off to Frost, and he gets stood up at the line of scrimmage. And first in there that time was Cale Frazier, their senior leader on defense, 6 foot, 215 pounds, and nothing going there on the first play from scrimmage for Baldwin.
This Holton defense throughout the year, they've been pretty solid, but they've had some games that have gotten away from them. On offense, they average just over 29 points a game, but their defense gives up 28. On Baldwin's side, they average just about the same with that 29.3. Their defense only given up 20 games with 3 shutouts throughout the year on Baldwin's side.
See, Holton runs a 4-3 style of defense. Alford going to drop back to pass. He's looking, now gets flushed out of the pocket, makes a move, and has a pretty nice game there. About 8 yards on second down. That's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Alford has had to use his legs a lot. 66 carries on the year now, over 460 yards, 7 touchdowns. Those 7 rushing touchdowns leads the team.
Yeah, he's been a highlight film in open space all year. He does a really good job keeping his eyes downfield, looking for his first or second read. Not liking what he's seeing tucking the ball. He does a really good job at getting out of the pocket, finding the gaps, and getting upfield.
Trips to the far side, 3rd down and 2. A big down here for Baldwin. Ethan Williams becomes a wing on the left side. They're from the pistol formation. He'll fake the handoff, throw it near side. Colton Collum has the reception, and a 1st down into Holton territory.
That's only the 2nd or 3rd catch for Collum that hasn't been a touchdown this year. Really well drawn up play from Melcher to get that 1st down. The play action rather up the middle, getting the defense keyed in on big 2-4, leaving 89 out there open on the near side of the field for a nice 1st down.
Offensive line starters for Baldwin left to right. Jake Stavanis, Ty Daly, Tucker Bradley, Brendan O'Connor, and Hunter Jatala. They've been great all year long. They'll run jet sweep with Jackson Root on the far side. He doesn't get a whole lot before Frazier chops him down.
Yep, number 22, we talked about him, someone to key in on the Holton's defense. He's the big senior linebacker in the middle of this defense. He makes those wheels go on that side of the ball.
He's approaching 80 tackles on the year, 9 of those for a loss. He's forced 3 fumbles. He's recovered 1 of them. He's also blocked a punt.
Yeah, that was a big hit there by him. Yep. Really good job by Rude to keep his hands on the ball, give Baldwin another opportunity.
Looks like a blitz coming up the middle. Baldwin, great job picking that up. They'll throw it out to the flat right side. Ethan Williams has a nice catch and run. and he might have a first down. It'll be close. Good gain on second down. They will give him the first down.
Really good blitz pickup by that line. I think that was Cale Frazier kind of sneaking up to the line of scrimmage before the snap. Really good job by the right side of the line. Probably Brendan O'Connor. Could have even been Creighton Frost picking up the block. Alford finding this check down read to Ethan Williams, and Ethan Williams does a really good job to catch the ball at the line of scrimmage and get another first down for this offense. They are rolling early.
From what I've seen from Holton on film defensively, they'll do that a lot. They'll send the linebackers on some blitzes up the middle, try to get some negative plays. Trips left side, they'll throw a screen out there. A nice completion here. Miles Massey has a lot of room to run. Makes a move down at the 15-yard line. Baldwin in the red zone and in business.
Something we haven't seen a lot early in the games from Baldwin is throwing the ball. Usually we try to get the game started off on the ground. Holton's done a pretty good job here early to slow us down on the run game, but so far not being able to slow down the quick passing game from the Bulldogs. Another big gain for the offense.
Baldwin into the red zone. They were 3 of 3 from there last week. They'll have a tight end and Colton Collum attached on the right side. Ethan Williams goes in motion right to left. Frost to the left of Alford. Alford takes the snap, hands it off to Creighton Frost. He runs hard. He is dragging defenders. That's Cameron Wheeler with him. Hang on for the ride. A good run, about 5, maybe 6, 7 yards there on first down for Creighton Frost.
The first positive run for this offense. Creighton Frost showing early. That first run he had, he was stood up pretty early that time, showing what he can really do, dragging pretty much the whole defensive line there forward, setting up a 2nd and 4 from the 8-yard line.
Creighton had 14 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown last week. His 3rd game over 100 rushing yards. Williams comes in motion again to the left. Bryce will take the shotgun snap. Hand it off to Alford. He gets stood up in the hole and driven back. That's a nice play defensively. Frazier was there as well as Cameron Wheeler. Those are a couple of the starting linebackers. Andrew Shoup, Landon Hernandez, Corbin Wilson, and Jarrett Abel are the defensive backs. And then Andrew Keithley, Eli Hines, Grant Warner on the defensive line. Also, Thane Gross will get a lot of playing time.
We've seen Coach Melcher be aggressive on 4th down in these situations, but maybe a little bit of a different story. We saw against Bishop Ward, Jake Browers hit a field goal on 4th down. It was about a 23-yarder. If they're not able to convert here, look for them to throw 35 on the field.
Alford looking to throw quick out left side. Nice catch by Ethan Williams. Looking for the pylon. He dives for it. Did he get it? I think they're going to rule him out about the 1-yard line. But it's a first down for Baldwin inside the 5. Not quite a touchdown yet. But a conversion on 3rd down there for the 2nd time this drive. They've had 4 first downs, and they have moved the football down the field, now inside the 5, 1st and goal.
And 45 yards through the air so far for Alford early here in the first quarter.
Bryce going to keep it up the middle, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. There is a penalty flag down. So hold everything. And it is going to be holding on the Bulldogs. This has been a problem in recent weeks, as Jackson chronicled. They had 11 penalties last week.
Those are just drive killers. We've talked about it pretty much every week this year. Baldwin getting themselves in a favorable positions and to shoot themselves in the foot, putting themselves backwards, not allowing the Holton defense to make a play. They made it for them.
So that'll back them up. Still first down. Alford takes the shotgun snap, rolling out right side, looking for the end zone. He's looking for the corner of the end zone, and it was broken up. A nice play defensively, Cannon Sagenhagen. Is there another flag down around the 10-yard line? There sure is. This might be
illegal man downfield, I think is what they're going to get him on.
So make it 2 penalties on Baldwin in a row. Yeah, ineligible down.
Oh.
I think
it's on.
I think he pointed the wrong way. There's, I was like an ineligible defender downfield. So 2 penalties in a row on Baldwin. It backs him up even more.
Couple of yards.
It's going to be 1st and goal from the 18-yard line, maybe the 17. Massey, the lone wideout out here near side. Alford rolling out that side again, and Jackson Root had to go right through his hands on 1st down. A pretty good pass by Alford, though, put it right on him.
It's a little bit chilly out. The ball's going to be a little bit harder to catch. We've kind of seen that the last 2 or 3 weeks when it's been a little bit chillier as we get later into the season. It's kind of harder for these receivers to get into a rhythm early in the game with it being so cold. Jackson Root has made a couple mistakes throughout the year, but what we've noticed throughout the years, he immediately makes up for them.
6:41 left here in the 1st quarter. Trips to the near side. Alford once again looking to throw, rolling out right side. Now he's going to cut it back, looking to cut it all the way back. Breaks a tackle. Now he's not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard or 2. It was a nice job on the backside of containing him by Thane Gross on that defensive line, sophomore. Now you got a 3rd down and goal from the 16-yard line. Like you mentioned, Jackson, Browers has shown that he can make a field goal around this range. We saw him drill one with plenty of room from 35 in the pregame warmups.
Him and Homer have shown to have pretty good boots throughout the year.
Alford dropping back to pass, looking, now gets flushed out left side, looking for Ethan Williams. He catches it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a gutsy response by Baldwin, getting backed up to the 16 on a 3rd down and goal. Alford to Ethan Williams, and that is Williams' 1st touchdown catch of the year. He had a rushing touchdown last week. But Baldwin, a great way to start this game, 6 on the opening drive.
61 yards through the air on the 1st possession, and Ethan Williams with the 3 of those catches, 34 yards for him, and the touchdown to close it off. Baldwin shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, but doing a really good job keeping their head straight. And
extra point was wide left, so no good on the extra point. 6-0 though. Baldwin lead it here after their opening drive. This is playoff football on Baldwin Sports Live. We'll be back with more after this.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Welcome back here to Liston Stadium in Baldwin City, Kansas. A good start for the Bulldogs. They drive down the field. 62-yard touchdown drive, a 12-play drive finished off by a 16-yard touchdown pass from Alford to Ethan Williams. Extra point was wide left, so 6-0 is where we stand right now. But a great start for Baldwin. That's what they won the toss and wanted to receive the football, Jackson. Usually you see teams defer into the second half, but they wanted to play from out in front, and they've done just that.
Yeah, early momentum. They were driving on that possession. Yes, a couple penalties that put them on the back foot in the red zone, but a really good job to recover.
Homer Rice popped that thing up, and that was dangerous for Holton. It was eventually scooped up by Cannon Sagenhagen, the sophomore, but he gets drilled immediately. There's a Holton Wildcat down. That is Pearson Cyphers, the junior tight end.
Landry quick, and I think Dylan Van Horn, I thought I saw, almost got to the ball there first. He would have been able to pick it up and get possession back, but not what ended up going on, but really good kick coverage there. Clearly they've had a play in the last couple weeks with Homer Rice to kind of pop it up to those up men on the receiving end of things. It's done. It's treated them pretty well the last couple of weeks.
Holton going to start their first drive from their 28-yard line. It looks like Cyphers is up and to his feet and jogging off the field. That's good to see. Holton is averaging 352 yards per game on the ground. Like I said in the pregame, they have played 8 games and they have attempted 10 passes, 3 of 10 on those passes. So they're going to run the football. You'll see their wishbone formation and a bit of the quirkiness of the quarterback about a yard and a half behind the center, squatting down, taking a short shotgun snap. The quarterback is number 14, Alec Frazier. The fullback is Cale Frazier with Andrew Shoup and Corbin Wilson. The deep backs, and Alec Frazier, the quarterback, going to keep it going around right side. He has some quicks, and he is out past midfield before Tucker Flory finally helps him out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A big play on Holton's first play.
Yeah, keeping the edges contained is going to be important for this defense. The one big weakness we've seen is those plays in the flats and around the edge from our opponents. It seems to be where they get the best of us. I'm sure that's something that Holton was looking at on film, and they're going to want to take advantage of it. If you're Baldwin, you're going to want to kind of make adjustments as the game go on and prevent that as much as possible.
This time they'll hand it off to one of the deep backs. That's number 8, Andrew Shoup. He almost stumbled, but has first down yardage before Casey Hamrick brings him down. Back-to-back first downs for Holton.
Shoup, the leading rusher on this team that rushes the ball a lot, 120 carries now, 743 yards, 2 games over 100 yards. He's coming off of a good game himself last week against Leavenworth that they dropped. In that game, he had 15 carries, 78 yards, and 2 touchdowns, so he's no doubt bringing some momentum into this one.
This time they'll hand it off to the fullback, Cale Frazier. Did he fumble the football? It doesn't look like it. The officials signaling second down. It was a good gain that time. Give him about 6 yards on first down. Holton doing what they do, pounding that football on the option. If you watch Army or Navy play college football, this is pretty much the same type of thing. Is they'll try to get you going, run, stack the box, and then try to find maybe 1-2 spots in the game to pop a pass over the top.
Yeah, and they got the athletes for it. They got those big boys up front and great backfield.
Quarterback keeps it this time out right side. Alec Frazier does a nice job slipping through a tackle, and he's got first down yardage into the red zone for the first time here for Holton.
Heard a couple of the crowd members yelling for a holding. That's probably, honestly, something you might not think about, but another advantage of having all that action going up on front. Maybe you can get away with a couple calls just because there's so many bodies up there. It's hard to call if you're in stripes tonight what's going on around that line of scrimmage.
This time they'll take the handoff or give it off to Andrew Shoup, one of the deep men. Once again, rumbles for 11 yards, move the chains. That is the 4th first down already in 5 plays on this drive. And you can tell they got 7 offensive linemen basically when you add in the 2 tight ends, Grant Warner and Landon Hernandez. They are very good blockers as well. Ian Windsor, Cody Rodriguez Jr., Eli Hines, Thane Gross, and Brody Althoff are the other linemen. Starting here tonight, they'll give it off up the middle. That's Corbin Wilson, and he rumbles his way into the end zone for a touchdown. That is his team-leading 10th rushing touchdown of the season, and that's an 8-yard touchdown here. That ties us up.
Quick starts from both teams on the offensive end. You know, defense wins championships. You've heard the old adage, this is a game where both teams are really going to need that defense to step up because even 1 or 2 stops could be the difference.
Yeah, this is going to be a high-scoring game in my opinion. And early on, we are seeing just that. Both of these teams can move the football. They got a good kicker, too, and that is Corbin Wilson, who just scored the touchdown, and he adds the extra point. And that gives Holton a 1-point lead, 7-6. We'll take a break and be back with more Bulldog football presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here from Liston Stadium, First round of the high school football playoffs. Holton responds to Baldwin's opening drive touchdown with a 6-play, 72-yard drive of their own. Finished off by Wilson's 8-yard run. The extra point from Wilson was good. With 3:45 left in the first quarter, Baldwin's going to get the football back. That kick was a very good one. Drives Ethan Williams back to maybe the 1-yard line. He's looking to come near side, breaks a tackle. Gets out past the 15 to maybe the 19-yard line. And that's where Baldwin's going to start. Another injured Wildcat down there.
That's another advantage of having
it's actually Cyphers again.
Having a really good kicker like Holton does with Corbin Wilson. You're able to drive those returners back just that little bit more and put them behind the line and not allow the Baldwin Bulldogs to start off with great field position this time through. Really good kick.
So as they check on Cyphers for the second time, will give me a chance to remind you that our presenting sponsor here on Baldwin Sports Live is Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Chad and Penny Sheldon are your Baldwin City area brokers, and they would like you to discover the Farmers Turnpike 20, a prime 19-acre property located just 3 miles from the Kansas Turnpike and 5 miles from Lawrence. This land is ideal for hunting or ATV enthusiasts with multiple locations for your dream home. With beautiful scenery, easy access, and utilities available, this well-rounded acreage is a rare find. Learn more at HaydenOutdoors.com or call 785-821-2666. So they're helping Cyphers off the field again. Hopefully he's going to be all right. Baldwin taking the field for the second time.
Looks like it's his ankle again. I thought that's what he was grabbing last time he was on the ground as well.
Baldwin went 62 yards on their first drive, had a couple of penalties there in the red zone, but able to overcome it for a 16-yard touchdown pass to Ethan Williams. We'll see how they start drive number 2. They'll throw it out to Williams. Makes a nice juke move there, gets past one guy, but doesn't get a whole lot after that. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
And this short passing game has proven to be effective for Baldwin early. That time, Holton on top of it, stopping the Bulldogs pretty much, like you said, at the line of scrimmage. Get another layer on already?
Yeah, I'm putting the second jacket on. I'm kind of a wussy, so even though we're in the press box here, I feel bad for Joey up top.
Yeah.
They'll run a jet sweep here near side with Jackson Rude. He lost the football, I believe. Now they'll call him down. He was down by contact. Got maybe a 2-yard gain that time. That would have been catastrophe for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
That's another thing they got to do tonight is avoid turnovers.
Yeah. Holton, they get to the ball carrier quick and hard. That's part of the reason why they are +8 on the turnover difference so far this year. Just got to make sure that you're keeping your hands on the ball, keeping it tight to your body, because this is a defense that are looking to force or create havoc and force turnovers every possession.
Spread them out, 4 wide outs in the shotgun formation. Alford takes the snap, looking deep right side on a wheel route. He's got Tucker Flory, and it just was out of his reach. Maybe a yard or two less on that throw, a little more air under it, and Flory, who had a couple of steps on his man, he might have been off for the races.
Yeah, that's the one thing I think Baldwin has over Holton in this matchup is the athletes. We got some really good athletes, not only just from football, but a lot of these guys are 2-sport athletes. Tucker Flory, 3-sport athlete, basketball and track being his other sports of choice, and he was showing the track speed there, had a couple steps there in advance, but just unable to convert down the field, and those are plays that Baldwin are going to need throughout the game.
Baldwin went 3 of 3 on third downs on their opening drive, and they stall out on a 3-and-out here on their second drive, and a timeout going to get taken by Coach Melcher. That'll be the first charge timeout for Baldwin.
Yeah, they only had 10 people on the field that time.
That's not going to make the head coach happy on a punt formation.
Yeah.
Give me a chance to remind you the Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing. They're a family-owned company right here in Baldwin City that services many different industries, from food processing to heavy and light industrial, oil and gas, and many more. With state-of-the-art machine tools, Rice Precision provides a great work environment that offers excellent pay and competitive benefits. It's the perfect place to start your next career. You can find out more by emailing jobs@rice-precision.com.
Max Harvey is going to have a great opportunity to show off that boot. Of course, last year we've mentioned it a few times. Yeah, last year he was an honorable mention all-league punter. This year he's putting in his case to be first or second team this time around.
He had a couple of punts for 76 yards last week, did the 6'2", 170-pound junior, and he's back in punt formation here, and a penalty flag stops play and a false start on Baldwin. So first you get 10 guys out there on the punt formation, and then you get a false start on a punt. So
it's a third penalty already.
You look up how to drive a football coach crazy, that's going to be in there.
Yeah, 1 and 2 right there.
Yeah, like you said, third penalty already on Baldwin. I think back to receive this is Cannon Sagenhagen, the sophomore.
It's a sick name.
Yep. Low snap, but Harvey does well to corral it. Almost got it blocked. Sagenhagen is driven back. He takes it on the bounce at the 40-yard line. He's looking for some blocks out right side. And there to bring him down, Casey Hamrick and Miles Massey. They'll start out at the 49-yard line, close to midfield. Baldwin's defense has to stand up and be stout here.
That was a really good job by number 6, Wrigley Hamrick, containing the edge. Sagenhagen was looking to flip the field. He had the lane over on the far side of the field, but Wrigley Hamrick does a really good job. Casey. Gosh.
Man, we are confusing them already.
But Casey doing a really good job of containing the edge, fighting through the blocker and stopping Sagenhagen with Massey in tow there.
So the Wildcats start from just shy of the 50-yard line. They'll hand it off to the deep back.
Wilson.
Yeah, that was Wilson. He gets 5 yards on first down. Minute 40 left here in the first quarter. It's definitely a ball control type game. Both teams like to run the ball, even though that first drive we saw Baldwin go through the air quite a bit. Baldwin showing more of a bear front, if you will. A lot of guys in the box. This time they'll hand it off to the fullback, Cale Frazier, and he rumbles ahead for a first down.
Another reason why this offense, this style of offense is so effective is because the quarterback is so low. When the ball gets snapped, the defenders have a hard job and a hard time being able to keep track of the ball, especially when, you know, there's some plays where so far they've faked 2 or 3 handoffs before Frazier takes off on the edge. He already has 32 yards rushing so far in just 2 of those rushes.
A fresh set of downs for the Wildcats. They'll give it off to Andrew Shoup this time. They faked it to the fullback, gave it to Shoup, and he rumbles for 11 more yards and another first down. So 2 first downs on 3 plays for Holton. They are driving down.
The offensive line for the Wildcats are doing a really good job pushing the defensive line for Baldwin back and opening up those gaps for those quick and powerful running backs.
Hand it off to Shoup once again. Stiff arms Hamrick and gets about 5-6 more yards, and they're going to call him down. Looked like the football came loose again. There's been quite a few of these. But down at the 20-yard line is what the near side line judge rules. About 7 yards on first down. And into the red zone for the second time here.
Both teams have forced the ball loose so far. None of them have turned into anything. They've been down by contact. But already, I mean, it's a positive thing to see from the Baldwin defense. We haven't forced very many turnovers this year so far, kind of hinting that that's something they've been looking at this tonight.
End of the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back with more playoff football on Baldwin Sports Live.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here right out of the end of the first quarter, they hand it off, and the ball's loose. Who's going to jump on it around the 10-yard line? They're going to unpile everybody, and they'll say Holton got the football back. Man, that was
that ball
dangerous.
Popped out. That was a hard tackle. Kind of hard to see all the way down there, but really good job by Holton to fall on top of it.
They pick up the first down on second down. Gave you a look there going into break that Andrew Shoup might have been limping off a little bit, number 8. He's back out there now. He's a tough kid, but you can tell he's kind of reaching down that left knee area. Keep an eye on that. Didn't quite see who took that last handoff and fumbled it. It was either Frazier or Wilson, I'm sure.
I think it was 22, Frazier.
They'll keep it this time. The quarterback, Alec Frazier, out right side, gets pushed towards the goal line, and he is inside the pylon for a Wildcat touchdown.
Casey Hamrick trying to contain the edge there, just not able to get his hands on him in time. Really good play by Frazier to dive out of bounds, but still get the pylon. That's all you need for a touchdown.
Holton 2 for 2 now on their red zone trips. Both of their drives, 6-play touchdown drives. And Corbin Wilson going to try to add the extra point here. Baldwin's going to be in a dogfight here tonight. Hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So 14-6 now the Wildcat lead. We'll take a break and come back with more Bulldog football after the break.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Back here in Baldwin, just into the second quarter, about 33 seconds in, and Holton finished off a 51-yard, 6-play touchdown drive. It was a 15-yard run from the quarterback, Alec Frazier. Wilson added the extra point. We sit at 14-6, and Jackson, you said it off air going into break. This is going to be a huge possession for the Bulldogs here.
Yeah, you need points on the board, even if it's a field goal. This possession, you just need to show it to yourself that you can do it again, put points back on the board. And if you're on the defensive side of things, you want to pick yourselves up for the offense. Something else we were talking about off air is just how hard it is to play defense against an offense like this when you have so many blockers in the box.
They'll boom this kick deep. Ethan Williams watches it bounce around the 15, takes it off the hop. Now looking to make a couple of guys miss, still up on his feet, but still going actually, and gets driven out of bounds a little bit late there. The home fans want a flag, but none to come.
That was close.
Yeah. So Baldwin going to start just shy of the 30-yard line. We'll call it the 28 for their third offensive possession. Had a 12-play touchdown drive and then a 3-and-out on their last possession. Actually start from the 27 here. Frost to the left of Alford. They got a tight end and a wing. Couple of wideouts. Run that read option. Alford keeps it. Makes a couple of guys miss. A nice juke move in the hole that time. Still going. And out close to midfield past the 45. Alford took a big hit though.
He gets right back up. Number 3, the leader for this offense. He is tough. Good hard run right there.
Yeah, as tough as they come, Bryce. Yep. Gets him out to the 48-yard line. A fresh set of downs. Good play to start this drive.
Alford already has 91 all-purpose yards, 30 on the ground, 61 through the air. And Baldwin's going to want to stay in this game for as long as possible. A big part of that is going to be the success at number 3.
Handed off to Creighton Frost this time, going off right guard, dragging defenders, and a nice job by that O-line. Opening up a hole and an 8-yard gain on first down. Once again, that offensive line, Jake Stavanis, Ty Daly, Tucker Bradley, Brendan O'Connor, and Hunter Jatala, they have been absolutely outstanding this year. Baldwin averaging 201 yards on the ground per game, 348 total yards, and 29 points per game.
Yeah, Baldwin started off hot through the air, but if you want continued success, if you're the Bulldogs, you need to get the ground game going. You need to get number 24 getting downhill.
Fake the handoff to him, and they throw it out near side. Colton Collum on the reception, has first down yardage. And deeper into Holton territory at the 36. 2 of 3 plays have resulted in a first down, and Baldwin going to line up quickly here. Once again, that spread formation looks like Baldwin moved a little bit early.
They got Hunter Jatala. He just flinched half a second before the snap, and they saw it. And that's a 4th penalty already on Baldwin.
That'll back him up 5 yards. Mentioned 11 penalties last week. Been close to double digits really the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But they have done a pretty good job of protecting the football lately. Haven't turned it over a ton. They are +2 in the turnover margin. Spread them out once again. Alford takes the shotgun snap, looking for a go route over the middle. He's got a man down there who had a step on him, but Jackson Rude just couldn't quite bring it in. That would have been a heck of a catch. We have seen him make some acrobatic catches this year.
Yeah, that was a really good throw from Alford despite the incompletion. Had it right where he needed it, but good coverage there by the corner on Jackson Rude to get in the way and knock the ball down.
Brings up a 2nd down and 15. Collin will be the tight end attached on the near side. 3 wideouts. Frost moves to the left of Alford. Needs some yardage here to set up a 3rd down and manageable. Alford going to throw it out on a curl route right side, and that goes through the hands of Miles Massey that time.
Just right through his hands, trying to catch it with his body. Couldn't corral it in. That would have been a really good game to set up a 3rd and 8 or so if he was able to come down with it. But ultimately not the case, and setting up another 3rd and long for the Baldwin offense.
It could be 4-down territory for Baldwin, so maybe get half of it back here. Give yourself a chance.
Yeah, you're fighting. You're not. I bet Jeff Melcher isn't really thinking first down here. He's trying to set up a 4th and manageable to convert on 4th down. Of course, he'll take a first down here, but I'm sure he has something to set up a 4th and short.
Trips to the far side. Alford drops back. He's getting pressured. Has to run it out left side. Makes a nice gain out close to the 30-yard line.
There's another flag.
Flag
on the far
down,
side
you're right.
of the field.
Are they waving it off?
It was
See
right.
the conversation.
It was right on the snap, so I wonder if it's going to be either leak.
Yeah, they're waving it off. I think I saw him looking. I think he dropped it on accident out there. That's a great gain by Alford on the scramble out to the left side. Gets to the 30. It's going to be a 4th down and we'll call it 4.
Yeah, and this is, I know it's early in the game, but this is the biggest play
huge
so far. Yeah, you need to convert if you're Baldwin.
We'll spread them out. 4 wide outs. Max Harvey going to kind of become a wing on the right side. Bryce trying to draw him off sides, now takes the snap, rolls out right side, looking for a corner route, and he's got it complete to Tucker Flory for a first down and inside the red zone.
Really good play. The rollout action that they are running early in this game is proving to be effective. Really nice play from Alford. Good pitch, good catch by Flory in an 11-yard gain.
This will be Baldwin's second red zone trip. See if they can finish off this nice drive so far.
Yeah, this
started at the 27. Go ahead.
This is the part of the field that we've seen the most flags from the Baldwin offense.
Fake the handoff, throw it quick to Jackson Rude. Makes one man miss and gets inside the 15-yard line down to the 12. Good gain once again on first down.
The screen, we talked about the athletes that Baldwin have on the outside. We've already seen Ethan Williams. He's got 34 yards and a touchdown early in this game. Tucker Flory, we've seen track speed from him. And of course, Jackson Rue being the athlete he is. There's a lot of big play potential if you're Baldwin.
Trips to the right side, they run quarterback power right side. Alford does a nice job getting through that hole and gets a first down. It'll be first down and goal for the Dogs.
And this is the rhythm that Baldwin needs to be at. Pass, run, or run, pass, setting up the inside run game for Alford and for Creighton Frost as well.
See where they go here, approaching 8 minutes left in the first half. Got a tight end and a wing on the left side. Flory and Rude, the wideouts, on the far side. They'll switch the wing. Frost to the right of Alford in the shotgun. Bryce takes the snap, speed option right side, pitch it to Creighton Frost, and he gets hit immediately, but does have a couple of yards inside the 5-yard line. They go second and goal from the 4. Sending an extra offensive lineman and Jet Rude out there. Also Landry quick coming out, Alford jogging off, so we'll see that Wildcat formation. Landry has scored a touchdown on the ground in 4 straight games. We'll see if they can't get him another one here. Second and goal from the 4.
We've seen him line up at quarterback. The 38 yards he had against Bishop Ward, a lot of that came in one possession from this.
Ooh, bad snap. Quick has to reverse field now. He's going to lose some yardage unless he can make a big play. And that is unfortunate for Baldwin. Get driven back to the 9-yard line, a 5-yard loss. Jackson keeps knocking my scoreboard camera off. You're good. Frustration, man. I get it.
This is a big opportunity, Baldwin. Get yourself back into the game. Can't be having mistakes like that. I can't be having mistakes like that either.
You're good,
Hold
man.
myself accountable as well.
That's a big 5-yard loss there on second and goal. We'll see what Baldwin goes with now. Alford back out there, 4 wideouts. Alford looking over the middle. Now he gets flushed out left side. Can he make a play on the ground? He makes it into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. Bryce Alford on the scramble does a great job recognizing everybody was covered and makes his way into the end zone. That is a 9-yard touchdown run and an 11-play touchdown drive and a big response by the Dogs.
And Coach Melcher, Coach Collum, and Bakura there on the sideline immediately putting up the 2s. The Baldwin Bulldogs want to tie this game up here. They're going to leave the offense up for a 2-point conversion. And they're going to be bringing in
Quick coming back out, yep. We'll see if they run that split backfield with Frost and Quick flanking Alford. That is what they'll go with. A wing and a tight end on the right side. Root is the lone wideout on the left side. A big 2-point conversion here. A little bit of confusion as Frost runs into Alford. And the 2-point conversion is not going to be good. So 14-12. Holton still leads it, but a big bounce back answer of a drive there for Baldwin. We'll take a break and be right back with more playoff football on Baldwin Sports Live.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back a 73-yard touchdown drive. 11 plays it took Baldwin to get down there, and it was finished off by a 9-yard touchdown scramble run from Bryce Alford. 2-point conversion was no good, so 14-12 is where we sit right now.
Let's go, dog!
About midway through, approaching the midway point, 6:26 left here in the first half. Baldwin's defense is going to have to come up strong here. They haven't had a whole lot of success stopping Holton. They have 3 plays out of their 12 that they haven't either got a first down or a touchdown. Both teams now 2 of 2 in their red zone opportunities. Homer Rice out there to kick it away. Back to receive is Sagenhagen and Shoup. It's going to bounce in front of Sagenhagen. He takes it from the 20-yard line. Baldwin looking to corral him before he gets to the 30, and they do. They'll start just shy of the 30.
Wrigley, Landry quick, and Dylan Van Horn quick to stop him. I like that pop kick that they got from Homer, because if you notice there, Holton's kickoff receiving team kind of formation leaves like a 20-yard gap between the last line of blockers to the returners. So kind of kicking that ball up, allowing it to bounce, that allows your coverage team to get down there as quick as possible and try to stop him.
So here comes Holton back out there in the wishbone formation. They'll hand it off to one of the deep backs. That was Corbin Wilson. Wilson gets taken down after a gain of maybe 3-4 yards. Max Harvey there and Landry Quick also, Brendan O'Connor. Baldwin really stacking the box now. Max Harvey playing as kind of an outside linebacker.
And we mentioned before the game started the absence of big number 8 Carson Shannon. That's 6'4", 205-pound senior. We're going to be missing that physicality that he brings.
This time they hand it to the fullback, Cale Frazier, the first man through, and he gets a big gain out past the 40 to the 43-yard line. A fresh set of downs coming up right here for Holton.
Something else Holton does very well. You mentioned having 2 extra linemen essentially with the tight ends, but the 3 running backs there in the backfield do a really good job getting to the line and forcing holes.
This time they'll hand it off to Shoup. Still going, gets out to the 50, around midfield before Baldwin able to finally drag him down. Out past midfield. Gain of 8 on first down. These guys will just wear you down with the run. This is about probably the most big physical team that Baldwin's played this year. I know some of their opponents have been pretty good, but a lot of them throw it around a little bit more than these guys. This time they'll hand it off to Wilson. He gets the first down out close to the 40-yard line before Baldwin able to get him to the ground. That's Jet Root in there. Jet Root, a freshman, has been a big contributor on both sides of the ball. Also on that defensive line, Ty Daly, Taylor Wilson, Hunter Barnhart. Linebackers are Brendan O'Connor, Landry Quick, Creighton Frost, and Max Harvey also playing as kind of a linebacker position as Alec Frazier, the quarterback, keeps it out near side, gets thrown out of bounds by Tucker Flory.
Alec Frazier keeps the ball.
But another good gain on first down, about 5 yards.
Yeah, that time Baldwin thought they had it. They sent the blitz up the middle, a couple of fake handoffs there from Frazier, and he pops out the edge to get an 8-yard gain or so to set up another second and short.
Holton with a 2-point lead, 4 minutes left in the first half. Frazier takes the snap, hands it off to Cale Frazier. First man through, gets close to the first down yardage. And it looks like they're going to give it to him on a 2nd and 4, picks up the first down. Holton once again marching their way down the field. 6 plays, 3 of them have been resulting in a first down.
And all it takes, if you're the Baldwin defense, to slow them down is just one big negative play, whether you find your way through the offensive line or if you force a turnover. You just need to prove that you can stop them at least one time.
This time they'll hand it off to 21, getting the carry. That's Jared Abel, the junior running back. Nice job stopping him that time.
It's only his 4th carry on the year. 3 for 12 going into the game.
From Baldwin's 32-yard line, they'll line up in that wishbone again, a 2nd down and 9. Here's an option look. Alec Frazier keeping it, and the Bulldogs do a great job that time corralling him. Ty Daly came in to help clean things up, and Max Harvey was the one that grabbed onto his ankles.
Yeah, missed opportunity there. If you're Alec Frazier, it was a triple option look. They fake it up the middle, and then you have the pitch play with, of course, the quarterback and the deep back, and both Baldwin defenders went to the quarterback and gambled, and it's something that paid off. Frazier, he's going to look back at that and wish he'd tossed it off.
Yeah. A big down here, 3rd down and 8. Baldwin needs to stop, probably 4-down territory, but Frazier, the quarterback, keeping it. Nobody out on the flank. He's got a lot of running room. Cuts it back into the end zone. Are they going to say he stepped out? One official is signaling touchdown in the center of the field. The line judge, I believe, was saying he was out of bounds. I never saw a touchdown signal from him.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to go with.
Either way, it's a carry for a first down. A little confusion. I'm not sure if they scored or not. Doesn't look like it. I think it's first down inside the 5-yard line, 1st and goal.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. A 30-yard gain after you force a 3rd and 8. Oh, no, they did score.
Okay, they did give it to him. So that was a little confusion from the officiating crew that time, but got a touchdown on the 9th play of that drive. Corbin Wilson out there to attempt the extra point, and it is good. The 2nd touchdown run of the game for Alec Frazier. The extra point is good. And the 9-play, 70-yard drive results in 7 more. 21-12, Holton leads it. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Hounds Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Welcome back. A 9-play touchdown drive went 70 yards for Holton. They have scored on all 3 of their offensive possessions. It was a big touchdown run from Alec Frazier, his 2nd of the game. 21-12 now. Holton leads it. 2:28 left in the first half. This will be another big-time drive for Baldwin to try to respond, stay in this football game. Corbin Wilson getting set to kick things off. Ethan Williams and Wrigley Hamrick back to receive it. It'll be Wrigley taking it from his own 15, looking to make a couple of men miss. Does so. Now steps out of another tackle and falls forward close to the 30-yard line.
Again, after that 3-and-out, after scoring on the first possession, you kind of get rid of that advantage that you gave yourself scoring first in the game, and now it's Holton on the front foot. If you're the offense, you just need to keep producing. Don't worry about what's going on the other side of the ball. Just control what you can control, and for the most part, they've done a really good job in keeping their heads and still producing.
2 timeouts for Baldwin. They really need to score on this drive. Holton's going to get it back to start the second half. Alford pump fakes. Now he's in trouble back there, and he's going to get dropped for a sack. The pocket collapsed on him. There's a couple of Wildcats in there. Grant Warner was one. And also Eli Hines in there. A loss of 4. Go ahead, Jackson.
We've seen Alford kind of scramble out of the pocket. That's really the first time the Wildcats have pushed through on pass protection. Really good job by the edge rushers to close the holes.
Alford takes the snap, rolls out right side. Nobody open, though. Now he's going to throw it late over the middle, and it was almost a good catch by Ethan Williams. But nice job spotting him by Alford.
Just put that one hand up, wasn't able to bring it down. Looked like he had another opportunity to kind of find it again after he knocked it down, but not what ended up happening, and it's going to be another 3rd and long for Baldwin. Last time we were in this situation, they were able to go for it on 4th down and convert. This time being so far into your own territory, not really looking at 4-down territory, just looking at damage control.
That's his worst case scenario here. If you give the football back to Holton, then they can go 2 for 1, score again, get the ball back to start the second half. Alford throws it quick left side. Miles Massey looking for a little screen out here on the near side. Gets maybe back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's it. And it looks like Baldwin's going to have to punt this thing away, and Holton smartly uses their first timeout to stop the clock at 1:33. And like we mentioned, they're going to get the football back here and try to score and do a little double up before the half.
We have seen one fake from our own territory this year. That was against Bishop Ward. We didn't convert on it, but we've seen it come out. So I don't expect to see it here, though.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Don't forget, we'll have our Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, and after the first half expires, we'll have our Baldwin Sports update. The boys soccer team still going strong. They won the regionals and against Tonganoxie. We'll talk more about that. They got a quarterfinal matchup coming up here on Monday, and they'll actually be playing on the far side of the field over there at Hartley Field of Baker here at 7 o'clock on Monday. And also the girls cross-country team, they're going to be competing at the state meet tomorrow. Ireland Kennedy won the regional meet, so like I said, we'll talk more about that at the half. Right now, Baldwin lining up in punt formation, 1:33 left. And boy, it almost looked like false start there on Baldwin, but officials didn't see it, and this punt gets blocked by Holton. That was number 11 shooting through there. Landon Hernandez, the senior. That's the second blocked punt of the year for Holton. And that is absolutely worst case scenario for Baldwin.
After the 3 and out, the early sack and the possession, they're giving the ball back to Holton after they're going to get it back after half, and now they get it on the 12-yard line in Baldwin territory after a great play by Landon Hernandez, as you mentioned, to fight through the line and get his hand on the punt.
So an instant red zone opportunity here. The quarterback, Frazier, keeps it left side. He's got some wheels. He is outflanking the defense again and into the end zone for a 12-yard rushing touchdown on the first play of their 4th possession. And that is an absolute killer for Baldwin.
Frazier with that rush hits the century mark here in the first half. 100 yards, 3 touchdowns for him in the first half. And Baldwin, if they're going to want to get themselves back in the game after halftime, they're just going to have to regroup and figure out what has gone wrong on the defensive end of the ball, because they've been pretty stout on run defense, especially as of late. Tonight, just not seeing it.
Corbin Wilson out for the extra point, 3 of 3 so far. This one is up, and it is also good.
Doinked it in off the inside
sure
of
did.
The left upright.
So 28-12 now, the Holton lead. We'll step aside and be back with more Bulldog football after these messages.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Welcome back. A catastrophe, a couple of plays there for Baldwin. They get a punt blocked and then a one-play, 12-yard touchdown run from Alec Frazier. It's his third rushing touchdown of the game. 28-12 now, the Wildcats lead it. Baldwin still has 1:18 left here, though. If you're looking for a positive, 2 timeouts. Be huge if you can drive down and score a touchdown here. Keep this game within reach. Wilson gets the punt away. Wrigley Hammer going to take it from his 12-yard line. Has some trouble catching it. Now able to corral it in. Gets out close to the 25-yard line. They'll mark him down right at the 25. 1:13 left here for Baldwin. We'll see if they can't put a drive together. Need it desperately.
You mentioned it. You got 1:13 on the clock. And Holton get the ball after half. It's almost a requirement for Baldwin to score here if they're looking to stay in it.
Looks like trips to the far side. Alford takes the snap, looking over the middle. A dangerous pass into traffic. There was 3 Bulldogs layered there. And the Miles Massey, the last man, almost caught that ball, but incomplete on first down. Baldwin's had 2 3-and-outs here in the first half, and also 2 long touchdown drives. One of those punts was obviously blocked. Still 68 seconds and 2 timeouts. Need a positive gain here. Spread them out, 4 wideouts. Looks like man coverage on the outside from Holton. They'll hand it off up the middle. Creighton Frost running hard. Gets out close to the 30-yard line. 5-yard gain on second down. We'll see how quickly Baldwin gets going here.
Creighton Frost on the carry for the Bulldogs. 3rd down and 5.
That's the second longest run for Creighton. This isn't something we're used to seeing. The team doing a really good job containing 24. He's had a really good year going into the game. 130 carries, 700 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's coming into the game off of 2 straight 100-yard rushing games, and this time around, Wildcats are all over it tonight.
Jet motion, a low snap. Alford has to pick it up off the turf. Now gets flushed out left side, trying to make a move. Makes a great move, still going out to the 50-yard line, to the 45 in Holton territory, and a flag after the play. Might add on another 15.
There you go. If you're Baldwin, this is exactly what you need. You need some momentum. You need some energy. You need a reason to fight. Really good play from Alford, and then Wildcats just making a silly mistake there after the play, and it's probably going to give Baldwin an extra 15 yards.
I want to say that was Corbin Wilson, number 12, that shoved Ty Daly to the ground well out of bounds. And that will, in fact, be a personal foul penalty, the second penalty on the Wildcats. And that's huge as it moves Baldwin down to the Wildcats' 28-yard line here. 13.8 seconds left. Got a couple of timeouts to play with as well.
Baldwin need to take that personally. That's not a good play there for Baldwin, and hopefully something that puts a chip on the Bulldog shoulder.
Timeout going to be taken by the Wildcats. It'll be their second charge timeout, and we will take it with them. Be back in 30 seconds here on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here as part of Fort Scott Community College's John Deere Tech program. Maybe you belong here as part of the perennial playoff-bound Greyhound baseball team. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
First and 10 coming up here for Baldwin from Holton's 28-yard line. Just under 14 seconds left in the first half. Baldwin desperately needs some points here as Holton will get the ball to start the second half.
14 seconds. You got time for a quick pass, maybe 2, to set up a field goal or a shot into the end zone to close out the half.
Trips to the far side. Collum, the lone wide out here on the near side. Alford looking to the left, looking for Collum deep in the end zone. Could he make a play? It was overthrown his head just a little bit. Now 8.5 seconds left.
That's That's the play right there, and honestly, it's something I'm surprised we haven't seen more of this year.
Yeah.
It's the downfield game from Alford to Collum. He's having a pretty good year, 6 catches, 5 touchdowns, and 115 yards, but that's a situation. And situations like this are exactly why you need to have 89 on the field, that big 6'6" frame to go up and go get it, especially with Holton running this man blitz defense. You're just leaving him one-on-one out there now with, he's across from the 5'11" junior of Holton, Jarrett Abel.
Now a timeout taken by Baldwin. That'll be their second. And once again, we'll step aside with them. Be back in 30 seconds here with more Bulldog football.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Both teams now with 1 timeout left, 8.5 seconds left in the first half. 2nd down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Baldwin's probably going to have to take another shot to the end zone.
Yeah, you got 8 seconds left, but you got a timeout, so you don't have to force something to the edges of the field. You can throw it over the middle. You just got to make sure you either got a guaranteed touchdown or you got to get down quick and get that timeout called.
Same formation, trips to the far side, Collum the lone wide out, the 6'6" wide out here on the near side.
And
a flag stops play.
Timeout Baldwin.
Okay, it is. Yep, you're right. Baldwin does take their final timeout. We'll keep it right here.
There was some sort of miscommunication on the near side of the field. Melcher and the referee were talking to each other. It didn't really look like either of them really knew what was going on in their world. Keeping an eye on something there, but Melcher didn't like the look that they got, called the timeout, and that's the last one. So that one play setup, if you're going to do it, is kind of out the window. You need to throw it downfield towards the end zone here.
Yep, this will have to be an end zone shot. Once again, glad to have Hayden Outdoors on board as our presenting sponsor. Check out all they have to offer at HaydenOutdoors.com. You can also call 785-821-2666. They got a lot of great properties around the area, so make sure to go on there and check them out. So unless it's an incompletion that stops the clock, this is probably the last play of the first half. Alford dropping back to pass, gets pressured and hit hard. Somehow stays on his feet, though. Keeps it alive for a second. But, man, the Wildcats converged on him quickly and hit him hard. Hopefully Alford's going to be all right. Clock is stopped with 1 second, and actually they're just going to run it. I thought Holton might have took their last time out, but that is the end of the first half, 28-12, the Holton lead. Baldwin's going to have to make some halftime adjustments and get back into this game, as we will take a break and come back on the other side with our Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. This is Bulldog football presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street, or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Charlie was born at LMH. We had a great team of nurses. Not only did they check in on us regularly, they always asked if we had questions, always made sure that we understood what was going on. I cannot say enough wonderful things about the labor and delivery, family birthing, and mother baby care team at LMH Health. We had to put our entire trust into their hands, and just everyone was so friendly and so supportive.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here as part of Fort Scott Community College's John Deere Tech program. Maybe you belong here as part of the perennial playoff-bound Greyhound baseball team. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
For unbeatable service, there's only one choice you can count on. Clint Davis and the team at One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning have been keeping Baldwin City comfortable since 2011. Whether you need quick repairs, seasonal maintenance, or a brand new system, Clint and his team have you covered. Schedule an appointment today by calling 785-393-9329 and sign up for the preferred maintenance plan for special discounts. One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning, the choice for the comfort of your family.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Welcome back here to Baldwin. We have made it to the half. Holton leads at 28-12 at halftime. This is the halftime show brought to you by Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. If you're looking for personal service from a local agent, then Kelly Neufeld is your guy. Give him a call, 785-594-1055. Kelly and his team are proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they would love to support you and your financial future as well. Farm Bureau Financial Services, it's your future. Let's protect it. So in terms of the first half, Holton scored on every single, all four of their drives there in the first half. Holton had 10 first downs, 1 of 1 on third down. That's when you know that you're moving the football. You get 10 first downs, you only face 1 third down. They did not face a fourth down all first half. And their 4 touchdown drives look like this. They had a 72-yard, 6-play touchdown drive that was finished off by Wilson. Corbin Wilson's touchdown run, an 8-yarder. The extra point was good. And then a 51-yard, 6-play touchdown drive finished off by Alec Frazier's run. Extra point good again, and then from the 30, they started their third drive, went 70 yards on 9 plays. Alec Frazier once again with a rushing touchdown, and then Alec Frazier added a third there in a 1-play, 12-yard drive that was after Holton blocked a punt of Baldwin and were set up with great field position, and they got it done. 3 of 3 on their red zone trips, and once again 10 first downs, only 1 of 1 on third downs. Did not face a fourth down. In terms of Baldwin's offensive performance in the first half, they had 5 drives if you count that last one that ended the half there. They scored on 2 of those. They opened the game with a great 62-yard, 12-play touchdown drive. It was finished off from a 16-yard touchdown pass from Alford to Ethan Williams, his first touchdown grab on the year. The extra point from Browers was missed. Baldwin went up 6-0 to start this game. They had the lead, but then Holton drove down and scored, and Baldwin was held to a 3-and-out on their next possession. Holton made it 14-6, and then Baldwin had a big-time response in an 11-play, 73-yard touchdown drive finished off by a 9-yard run from Bryce Alford. They went for 2 and did not get it. That made the score 21-12. And then Holton got the ball back, scored again. and then they blocked a punt on Baldwin going 3 and out. And so 28-12 is where we stand. Baldwin had a chance there before the half, ended up being a 5-play drive that they got some help with a personal foul penalty, knocked the guy out of bounds a little bit late. They got it down close to the red zone to the 28-yard line, but took one end zone shot to call him, couldn't convert on that. And then Alford was in all sorts of trouble there on the last play before the half and ended up getting sacked. But Bulldogs got to figure something out, make some adjustments at the half. This game is still only a couple of possession game. They are down by 16 on the scoreboard, but Holton is due to get the football back to start the second half. So we'll see what happens here. We'll take a break on the halftime show, and when we come back, we'll have our Baldwin Sports Update. We'll get you updated on all the other fall sports going around. A lot going on here in Baldwin on Halloween night, and we'll be back with more after this.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to building your dream home, quality matters. For residential or commercial, Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry brings precision, passion, and Baldwin City pride to every project. They specialize in complete home build and custom cabinetry to help your dream space become a reality. For a free quote, call 785-248-0698 and follow them on Facebook to check out their latest projects. Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry. Built local, built right, built for Baldwin City. For unbeatable service, there's only one choice you can count on. Clint Davis and the team at One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning have been keeping Baldwin City comfortable since 2011. Whether you need quick repairs, seasonal maintenance, or a brand new system, Clint and his team have you covered. Schedule an appointment today by calling 785-393-9329 and sign up for the preferred maintenance plan for special discounts. One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning, the choice for the comfort of your family.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider. Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back here at the half. 28-12. Holton leads it. Time now for our Baldwin Sports Update. And we will start with the cross-country team. They ran at Marion High School Stadium for the regional meet last Saturday. The boys finished in 5th place as a team, but the girls won 1st place and qualified for state as a team. Did have one boy for Baldwin qualifying for state. That was Landon Whaley. He finished in 10th. Spencer Carr finished 21st at the regional meet. Ty Flory 31st. Casey Hamrick 33rd. Nate Kramer 34th. Cole Stoltz 35th. And Jackson Trebaum was 38th. For the girls, I mentioned they won regionals as a team. Ireland Kennedy won it outright individually. She took first place. Shay Griffith was third. Cammie Moore 13th. Rachel Watkins was 14th. And Cheyenne Brunker 15th. Claire Watkins finished 23rd. And Britton Ediger finished 27th. So good luck to the girls as they will be running at the state meet tomorrow at Wamego Country Club. And also Landon Whaley, I believe he's the lone Bulldog that qualified for the boys to go to the state meet in cross country. So good luck to them. And then boys soccer is the other one that's still in action. They are now 15-3, the number one seed in the east half of the state. They won 9-1 in the regional semifinals on Monday versus Atchison, then turned around on yesterday, and then won 3-0 versus a pesky Tonganoxie team in the regional finals. So win the regional championship. They now are headed to the quarterfinals. And Ethan Smazel had a brace, 2 goals in that game yesterday. Cooper Carr, as usual, on the score sheet. They will play on Monday at 7 o'clock from Baker's Hartley Field just across the way there. And they'll be taking on Heritage Christian Academy out of Olathe for that one. I think we mentioned last week that the girls golf team had their state tournament. They finished 4th as a team at state, actually tied for 3rd. I think they took 4th on a tiebreaker. Peyton Wright finished 4th individually. Carson Chambers was 20th. Jada Sansone 34th. And Charity Thompson finished 36th. And then the volleyball team competed against at Rock Creek for their sub-state. They beat Field Kinley in the play-in game, but then they lost to the host, Rock Creek. Rock Creek ended up winning that sub-state tournament, and so they are headed to state volleyball. And then obviously football here tonight. The winner of this game will play the winner of Frontenac and Bishop Ward. That game going on down south. A couple of interesting scores that I stumbled upon from around the area. Santa Fe Trail up 7-6 over Perry Lecompton at the half. That's very interesting. Santa Fe Trail is the number 2 seed on the east side of the bracket. Topeka Hayden is the number 1 seed. Looking for some more scores here around the area. Tonganoxie's up 18-0 on Fort Scott. Lewisburg, another one of our channels, up 14-0 on Chanute. And we'll keep checking back on these scores and see if we can't get you some from 3A playoffs and see how those are shaken out. But right now we will take another break on the halftime show, and we should be just about set for the second half action when we come back. This has been the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, brought to you by Kelly Neufeld and all the great people down at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. If you're looking for personal service from a local agent, then Kelly Neufeld is your guy. Give him a call at 785-594-1055. Kelly and his team are proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they would love to support you and your financial future as well. Farm Bureau Financial Services, it's your future. Let's protect it. Second half football coming up. Holton going to get the football up 16. We'll see if Baldwin can't get a stop and work their way back into this thing. You're watching playoff football presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate on Baldwin Sports Live.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Charlie was born at LMH. We had a great team of nurses. Not only did they check in on us regularly, they always asked if we had questions, always made sure that we understood what was going on. I cannot say enough wonderful things about the labor and delivery, family birthing, and mother baby care team at LMH Health. We had to put our entire trust into their hands, and just everyone was so friendly and so supportive.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, preparing for a career in healthcare as part of Fort Scott Community College's nursing program. Or maybe you belong on stage as part of the Hounds band or theater department. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Welcome back here. Baldwin City inside Liston Stadium. Baldwin down right now on the scoreboard, 28-12. Holton going to get the football to start the second half. We'll see what kind of adjustments Baldwin made at the half. They need to get something going to get them going. I was talking off air with Jackson. Need a turnover or some negative plays on defense to try to jumpstart this defense.
Yeah, that's where it's going to start, and especially with Holton getting the ball to start the second half, it's going to be a big possession for the defense here coming out of the locker room. This game's not over. They look pumped up coming back onto the field. They might have some extra juice. You just got to keep the mental mistakes, keep watching the quarterback. That's been the biggest killer. We talked about it off air. They had one. We only forced one third down, and they scored a 33-yard touchdown off of it.
Yep.
Through a quarterback run off the edge. That's been the biggest killer for us, is the run defense around the edge. So expect not if there were any, there were definitely adjustments made. Look for the edge rushers.
High kickoff there from Homer Rice, taken by Sagenhagen around the 20, gets twirled down around the 35-yard line.
Good tackle by Landry Quick there.
Holton had 10 first downs in that first half. 1 of 1 on third down, did not face a fourth down. They scored touchdowns on all 4 of their drives. On the other side, Baldwin had 9 first downs, 4 of 7 on third down conversions, 1 of 1 on fourth down. But that blocked punt was a big-time momentum swing. Holton starts their first possession in the second half. Give it off to Andrew Shoup, and coming in, Casey Hamrick does a nice job on the edge that time. Still a decent gain of 3 yards on first down. There's 3 rushing touchdowns from their quarterback, Alec Frazier, 1 from Corbin Wilson in that first half. Glad you're with us here tonight on Baldwin Sports Live. Happy Halloween, everybody. Ryan Hilmer here alongside Jackson Blakely. We got Joey Bongard up top running the camera controls. They'll hand it to I think, Shoup again. Actually, it was Wilson that time.
It's everybody.
Whoever it is, it was a decent gain. And now Landry Quick is down in a lot of pain.
There's a penalty on the play, too.
A lot going on here. Hopefully, first of all, Landry's going to be okay. As Stavanis coming out to check on him. 11-11 left in the third quarter. Make a wish, everyone. My wish is that Landry's going to get up all right and keep contributing here tonight, but he looks like he's in some pain. He might step aside here as actually they help him up to his feet, holding that left arm very gingerly to his body. Stavanis checking out the left shoulder.
Yeah.
That's going to be a miss on defense as Quick has been
Big penalty.
a very good defensive player for Baldwin. 44 tackles coming into play, 7 of those for a loss, a couple of sacks. He's walking off pretty gingerly.
Big penalty on the play for Holton. I wasn't able to catch what it was,
Yeah,
but that would have been a 3rd and 1, and now you're setting up 2nd and 16 for the Wildcats. This is a big opportunity for the defense, and it's going to be a false start.
So make it the 3rd and 4th penalties on Holton. That'll back him up.
And this is exactly what you need from Baldwin. You need to force negative plays. This time around, last 2 plays now, it's Holton shooting themselves in the foot, but you need to capitalize on this opportunity. You're only down 2 possessions. You need 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions to tie it back up. This is an opportunity that Baldwin didn't see. The Baldwin defense didn't see themselves in very much in the first half. Already lining up for a big one.
2nd down, they're running it outside on an option. Alec Frazier gets back to the original line of scrimmage and a couple yards past that. 3rd down and manageable. That's a nice run from the speedy Frazier. Holton scored on all 3 of their red zone trips. And then that 133-yard touchdown run from Frazier was the lone one outside of the red zone.
3rd and 7, only the 2nd 3rd down Holton faced. This is a big, big play for the defense.
Frazier gives it off up the middle, and breaking tackles is Andrew Shoup. Another tough run there up the middle. So hard to bring down. Shoup, the 5'7", 165-pound senior. These guys got 9 seniors on their team, and all 9 of them are big contributors. Big 3rd down conversion there. Like Jackson mentioned, they only faced 1 and scored on it in the first half. And now they're going to get, I think, too many men on the field for Baldwin, but they got the playoff handed off to Corbin Wilson.
It looked like they're going to call it.
Yeah, they didn't actually. But another 1st down scramble there from Wilson. Back-to-back 1st down plays and deeper into Baldwin territory at their 38-yard line. Running quickly now is Holton. Give it to the first man through, Cale Frazier. Give him 3 yards on 1st down.
Alec Frazier, the quarterback, he had 100 yards, 3 touchdowns in the first half. I expect to see either someone in the secondary or somebody in the linebacker crew to be keeping a spy on him throughout the second half and hopefully keeping those big-time rushes that we saw from him in the first half to a minimum.
Give it to Wilson, the 2nd man through that time, had a lead blocker in Shoup. And he's got a nice run, about 7 yards and a 1st down.
Is that Shoup you said?
Yeah, it was. That was already the 3rd 1st down gained here on this opening drive of the second half. Baldwin had him on a 2nd down and long. A couple of penalties in a row, but Holton able to overcome it.
You had him right where you wanted him to be in the start to the second half, and now Holton starting to get back in a rhythm.
A team that averages just over 350 yards on the ground. And another great run there that time. 8, maybe 9. You're right, Cale Frazier again.
Not only do they run a hard-nosed physical offense, they run it quick too. That's the other thing I'm sure that Baldwin's kind of been surprised by has been the pace that they go at.
Handed it off this time to the 2nd man through. I think that's Shoup. Casey Hamrick twirls him down. Another 1st down run though on 2nd down. This will be the 9th play of the drive and inside the red zone for the 4th time for Holton. Frazier takes the snap, hands it off to Shoop up the middle. Another good gain. Like big Jake Stavanis in there on the stop. This will be the 10th play of this drive. This is now the longest drive of the game for Holton. They scored on a 9-play touchdown drive in the first half. Handed off once again to Shoop, going through the left side. Stood up there by Casey Hamrick. Gets him down just shy of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
He said a big chill breeze come right through the press box.
It's a chilly night here on Halloween. Perfect football weather, if you ask me.
You see Landry Quick here on the sideline. He looks like he's ready to get back in the game.
That's good to see, good to hear. There's a little bit of a drizzle starting to come down, start of the second half, as they hand it off. Corbin Wilson right up the middle into the end zone for a Wildcat touchdown. Takes them 11 plays. There's an injured Bulldog, Hunter Barnhart. He's going to have to be helped off to the sideline by a couple of his teammates. The 5-yard touchdown run from Wilson. 11-play, 65-yard drive. Wilson's 2nd touchdown scamper of the game. He leads the team. He now has 11 of them on the year. Hunter Barnhart slowly making his way off the field. Hopefully he'll be all right.
There was a penalty on the play for something, and it looked like it went against us.
Was there?
I thought I saw someone picking up a flag. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe they waved it off. Or
either way, it was a touchdown run from Holton. Made it 34-12 on the scoreboard. Wilson out to attempt the extra point. It's 4 of 4 in the first half. Hold is down, the kick is up, and it's through. Make it 35-12, the Holton lead here. Bulldogs got a lot of work ahead of them if they want to get back into this game. You're watching Bulldog football on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, preparing for a career in healthcare as part of Fort Scott Community College's nursing program. Or maybe you belong on stage as part of the Hounds band or theater department. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
(35-12) now, the Wildcat lead over Baldwin. 7:07 left in the 3rd quarter. It went 65 yards on 11 plays. Finished off from a 5-yard touchdown run from Corbin Wilson. Now Wilson getting set to kick it off back to Baldwin. Wrigley Hamrick, Ethan Williams back to receive. Wilson, a good kickoff, a high one, taken at the 6-yard line by Ethan Williams. He's in some trouble though, now wiggles out of it somehow, goes far side, past the 20, out close to the 25.
Still going.
Somebody lost his shoe.
Ethan Williams on the return for the Bulldogs.
With 6:57 left in the 3rd quarter, that's where Baldwin will begin their first drive of the second half. You can see a shot there from Joey. Got number 22, Cale Frazier, getting looked at over here on the near sideline, which is interesting. This is not the Holton sideline, but maybe they got a little bit more training equipment over here. They're taping up his left elbow right now. Baldwin will start from their own 24-yard line, their first drive of the second half. Alford looks to throw over the middle, a slant route caught by Miles Massey. Had to go to the ground to haul it in. A great 12-yard gain there on the first play of their drive. Gives them a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, that pass is just a touch higher. Miles could have been still running.
Yeah.
Spread it out, 4 wide outs. They'll throw it to Miles once again and catches it. Gets out close to the 50-yard line. Wilson able to twirl him down, but back-to-back good catches. Throw and catch from Alford to Massey past midfield. This is more likely for Baldwin. They need to keep this pace and rhythm going. They'll run Jackson Root in motion, handed to him on the jet sweep, going left side and gets chopped down. A nice play that time by Landon Hernandez, the senior. Only held him to about a yard on first down.
That last pass to Miles Massey put Bryce Alford over the century mark for passing touchdowns. By my count, he's got just around 190 all-purpose yards. For the most part, he's had a pretty good game on the ground through the air. Had a couple missed opportunities there in the first half, looking to capitalize on those in the second.
Alford looking to throw once again, getting some pressure from Warner. Now has to scramble out to his left side. He's got a lot of running room out there. Has the first down, makes a move, and gets out of bounds around the 35-yard line. Baldwin on the move.
Another big play there by Alford using his feet. That's going to put him over 100 yards rushing as well.
It'd be just the second time he's over 100 yards rushing. He had 132 on the ground all the way back in week number 1. Also 3 touchdowns on the ground in that game. That was week 1. That's a nice pass and catch. Jackson Root just past the 30-yard line, has about a 5-yard gain on first down. Baldwin slinging the ball around here to open the second half.
Yeah, and we talked about it off air. Only 23 yards for Creighton Frost there in the first half. Now with being down 3 possessions, you need to start airing the ball out, and Alford's doing a pretty good job of that already.
Low snap, Alford able to corral it. Now gets pressured out of the pocket, has to make a move. And a nice open field tackle there from Cale Frazier, their defensive leader. Good scramble there, nets a first down for Baldwin on second down. Have yet to face a third down on this drive. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 23-yard line, approaching the red zone. Both teams have 4 penalties in this game. Holton 4 of 4 on their red zone trips. Baldwin 2 of 2. Looks like Holton jumped off sides. Ty Daly
selling it.
Yeah, it's a heck of a sell. And it is neutral zone infraction on Holton, so that'll be their 5th penalty. Gives them a free 5 yards. Go ahead.
This possession is what you need if you're Baldwin. You need quick scores from here on out. Of course, you need the defense as well to get a stop, but right now you just need to take it 1 possession at a time on both sides.
Alford gonna roll left side. A nice job by Frost picking up a man. Throws it out in front of Ethan Williams. Incomplete on first down.
Second and short here. Kind of open up the whole playbook here. Kind of that 20-yard play range. You're able, I mean, this is 4-down territory without a doubt. You got 3 opportunities to get the 4th down. I wouldn't be surprised to see if Coach Melcher draws something up over the top here.
2nd and 5 from the 18, their 3rd red zone trip of the game. One-on-one coverage up top on Collum. See if they go there. Bryce looking that way, throws to Collum on a slant route, and it's through his hands and taking a big hit. Was Colton. That was 21 Jared Abel out there on the defense.
Really good play, good coverage. Colton coming over the middle, through his hands, and then beautiful form tackle from Abel to guarantee he wasn't going to get to it.
Now a big 3rd down and 5 from the 18. Like Jackson said, 4-down territory here, but you like to not have to get to that point.
Yep.
Alford takes the snap, going to run quarterback power right side. It's down to the 15-yard line, still a couple of yards shy of that first down marker. It's going to be 4th down and 2. Still got the whole playbook open up. Make it now 4th down and 3, we'll call it. .350 and counting here in the third quarter. A big 4th down here for Baldwin. A wing and a tight end right side. They'll hand it off. No, fake the handoff. Alford still has it. Throws it out to the flat, and Ethan Williams gets flattened. A big hit out there from Cale Frazier. Ethan is still down.
That was a big hit. Holton all year have done a really good job of forcing turnovers, and it's because of hits like that. We've seen it a couple times from that big senior linebacker, 22, Cale Frazier, I believe, was on the tackle there. He's made the ball pop a couple times this year, 3 forced fumbles, a couple big hits tonight, and he's really been the center of that defensive success on the Wildcat side.
Promising drive there from Baldwin. A 10-play drive, but it stalls out, a turnover on downs, and they'll give it to Holton from their own 17-yard line. They have scored on every single one of their offensive possessions, and here goes Corbin Wilson as he's looking for his 3rd rushing touchdown, and it is going to be a long one. There are no flags down, and he goes 83 yards for a 1-play touchdown. And that's a backbreaker. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Alec Frazier also has 3.
That's going to be also going to put Wilson over the century mark, 136 yards and a couple touchdowns on the night.
Wildcats having their way with the Dogs here tonight. Wilson on for the extra point. Perfect so far. And that's going to be a false start over there on 13. That's Brody Nickel, Jr. Moved a little quick. Back him up 5, and we'll try an extra point from a little further out.
Maybe we see a Tucker Flory block here. He's been
waiting for it all year.
He's been really close at least one time a game.
Good snap. The hold is down for Wilson. The kick is up, and it is perfect. Make it 42-12. Holton has stretched this game out and taken complete control of it. We'll take a break and be back with more Bulldog football after this.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Welcome back. Holton has now taken full control of this game, up 42-12. Give them a ton of credit. They have had the ball 6 times offensively and scored touchdowns every single time. On Halloween night, they are a scary good offense, Jackson. They're going to definitely have a chance to make some noise in the playoffs.
Yeah, that 4-4 record that they had into it was just a brilliant cover, really. They've had those 4 losses have been against 4 really good programs, and honestly, it was
what a kick.
Yeah, wow.
Wilson got into that one. That's a touchback. That drove Jackson Root all the way back to the end zone.
But that 4-4 record, even though it kind of pushes them lower into those standings seem to be kind of a blessing in disguise. You know, they are one of those teams that you expect to be competing at the top of the class, and for them to have the season they did to come up, I mean, this was a pretty unfavorable matchup for Baldwin being the higher seed going into it.
Yeah. At the half, Frontenac is up 35-6 over Bishop Ward, so it looks like they're going to win that game and set up a Holton versus Frontenac matchup. That'll be a fun game. Baldwin still has a quarter and 3 minutes to work with here as Alford keeps it up the middle. This is a nice run out into the secondary, close to first down yardage. Alford took a pretty big hit there, but pops right back up. They will give him a first down. 10-yard run there from Bryce. As you mentioned, he's over 100 yards already on the ground.
Yeah, 119. But we touched on it before the game. This is a well-coached program. Coach Brooks Barta over there on the Wildcat sideline in his 30th year, three-time state champion. You knew that they were going to be a solid group always going into it.
Big time, yeah. Alford completes it to Massey once again. Miles is having a nice game. Got a 9-yard, maybe 10 on first down, and they're going to give him another first down. Generous spot there, but 2 plays in a row.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's going to put Miles at right around 60 yards for the game.
End of the third quarter, Santa Fe Trail 7, Perry LeCompton 6.
Wow.
They are in a dogfight.
That's a big matchup there if Santa Fe Trail find a way to drop that.
Yeah. Handed off to Wrigley Hamrick. He is in all sorts of trouble. Cale Frazier comes in and cleans him up. Landon Hernandez was there first. A loss of 3 on first down there from Baldwin.
Wrigley Hamrick on the carry.
Looking at some other scores around the area. Tonganoxie stretching it out 38-0 over Fort Scott. Silver Lake up 22-8 over St. Mary's. Silver Lake, another one of those good teams Baldwin's played this year. Spring Hill 61, J.C. Harmon 0.
Oh.
Trips on the far side. Alford takes the snap, looking that way, and once again has his man Miles Massey. They are making a good connection here. Gets that out to the 45-yard line. Sets up 3rd down and 5. Both of these guys juniors, so if you're looking for some positives, Alford and Massey going into next season.
That's a season high for him.
Sure is.
I got him for 66 yards.
Had a good game last week too, yeah.
6 catches, 66 yards for Miles. That's a really good game. Yeah, last week 2 catches, 44.
3rd down and 5. Alford takes the snap, feeling some pressure, throws it over the middle. Guess who? Miles Massey. He's got room to run. Foot race at the 20, 15. Can he finish this thing off into the end zone? Are they going to mark him down short?
Still not down.
They are going to mark him down short. Got him down to the 2-yard line. What a pass and catch there. Oh my gosh, is there a penalty flag? There is. Oh, you got to be joking.
And erase the numbers.
Alfred, O'Connor, and Stavanis back here knew it. Good sportsmanship there from Cale Frazier. That's a tough break. Be the 5th penalty on Baldwin. I'm sure it's a hold.
Yeah, it was. That's what he called.
Okay.
Ever since the first quarter, really, everything has gone Holton's way. And Baldwin have just gotten in their own.
Yeah, talk about twisting the knife. Back him up to the 35, make it 3rd down and 15. But still a great catch and run there from Massey on the back end.
Yeah,
he's showing out right now. That would have put him well over 100 yards receiving.
I was right in the middle of adding it up right before you saw the flag.
Screen pass drops by Jackson Rude. Brings up 4th down. Baldwin most likely going to punt this thing. Still got 13 minutes left in this game, but you feel for some of the seniors on this team that have helped kind of turn this program around, turn a corner. A struggle of a past 3-4 years for Baldwin. First time in a while they're going to finish, first time since 2020 they'll finish with a winning record. False start on the punt for the second time here tonight.
Yeah, you hate to talk like that and kind of put yourself out of it and act like it's over, but I mean, realistically, but
objectively, yeah.
But you know, it's going to be tough for the seniors to get over this one. But if I had one thing to say to them, it's, you know, look at the work you've done in just 1 year. You know,
be very, very proud of what you've done here.
Exactly. You're coming off of a year last year where your one win was a forfeit, and they're turning around and to give yourself a good opportunity to compete heading into November. That's all you could ask for after a season like last year. And hey, Coach Melcher and the other seniors around the program have really turned the culture around. And this definitely isn't the last time, especially with this coaching staff and the culture change. Definitely not the last time here in the near future that we are going to be competing late into October going into November.
Yep. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Holton up 42-12. They have put on a show offensively. This will be their 7th offensive possession. They've scored 6 touchdowns. Frazier keeping it, running option, and that's a nice play. Max Harvey drops him, suplexes him around midfield. For all you wrestling fans. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it.
Another thing, too, is, you know, with the success that you've had in the football season, yeah, a lot of these seniors, it's their last time on the field, but a lot of them play other sports, and hopefully, you know, you're bringing that fuel, that hunger that the football season this year kind of brought to you, and you're wanting to carry the momentum going into the other sports, whether it be basketball or track.
Frost wrapped up Wilson that time, and then looked like Ty Daly came in late and gave him a shot.
And our scoreboard's off.
Well, it is the end of the third quarter, I can tell you that much. We will head to quarter number 4. 42-12, Holton leads it. Don't go anywhere, more Bulldog football after this.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street, or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Hounds Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Well, they started a little early on us in the fourth quarter, and Alec Frazier, the quarterback, was able to keep it out right side, had another huge run. Man, he is quick, hard to bring down.
156 yards on the ground. It's pretty hard to stop. He's had a really nice game. 156 yards, 3 touchdowns. And the leader for this offense, he's done a really good job.
First down and goal now from the 3-yard line. Looking to punch it in for the 7th time here is Holton. They'll give it up the middle. The first man through, Cale Frazier, and he finishes it off, a 3-yard touchdown run. That is Cale Frazier's first touchdown run of the game. He's now got 8 of them on the year. That one a 3-yard touchdown run, a 4-play, 52-yard drive. Makes it 48-12. Wilson once again on for the extra point. He's perfect so far. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up and no good this time. We missed one. Make it 48-12. Is there some action afterwards here? Looks like there is a personal foul on Baldwin. My goodness. Once again, twist the knife some more. So they'll let him re-kick it. Make it the 7th penalty on the Dogs. Actually, they might go for 2 now that they're moving at half the distance. Trying to rub some salt in the wound. They are going to go for 2. Run that wishbone formation. Give it off up the middle and no good. Nice job by Baldwin. They hold up strong there and they don't allow the 2-point conversion. That'll make it 48-12. We'll take a break and be right back with more Bulldog football. We'll have a running clock.
When it comes to building your dream home, quality matters. For residential or commercial, Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry brings precision, passion, and Baldwin City pride to every project. They specialize in complete home builds and custom cabinetry to help your dream space become a reality. For a free quote, call 785-248-0698. and follow them on Facebook to check out their latest projects. Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry. Built local, built right, built for Baldwin City.
Second annual Purple and White Take Back the Night Spring Game.
10 minutes left here, 48-12, Holton leads. We have run into a very, very good squad here. The Holton Wildcats. We're talking to our good buddy Drew Trebaum at halftime there, and he was like, this is the same exact offense as they ran like back when I was in school. It's like they've been doing this thing for, it seems like 100 years.
Well,
so
30-year head coach.
Yeah, I mean, they are a well-oiled machine, I can tell you that much. So Corbin Wilson gets the kickoff off, have a little trouble with it, did Baldwin. It looks like they are going to recover this thing and rumble into the end zone. That's Jared Abel. Rubbing more salt in the wound.
Well, when you got a kicker who can boot it like that,
yeah, I mean,
the ball's hanging in the air a long time, it's spinning weird. The wind has really picked up here in the second half as well. We've seen a couple more muffs here off of these kickoffs, and that one proving to be the one that broke the camel's back.
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
Wilson going to try to stay perfect on extra points. They went for 2 last time, didn't get it. Now he missed it. That'll be his first miss. Now 55-12. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Baldwin Sports Live.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
About 7.5 minutes left in this one, 55-12. Happy Halloween, everybody. If you're taking the little ones out. Make sure to be safe tonight. I don't know if parents still check the candy when you get home. I know when I was a kid, Jackson, there's like,
mine was checked.
there's going to be razor blades in there.
Exactly.
You gotta go through it. Let's x-ray the candy. Ethan Williams making enough. Couple of guys miss here on the kickoff return. Takes a shot down around the 22, 23-yard line.
Especially nowadays, anything's
possible now.
Anything can get put in that stuff.
No kidding. What's your favorite chocolate, Jackson?
How much of a chocolate guy to be
really?
honest?
I don't trust you, really.
Candy-wise, I love a Three Musketeers. Love a Three Musketeers,
that's a strange one.
Or like a Snickers.
Yeah, the mini Snickers, to me, that's towards the top of the power rankings. I think like a Reese's Cup is up there.
I'm just not much of a chocolate guy, really. I'm more of like a fruit candy, like a Skittles. I'll knock down a Skittles or some Sour Patch Kids.
Throwing it again here near side, looking for Massey off the play action. Too high that time to handle.
Honestly, that was probably for the best. Jarrett Abel had a clear shot of Miles Massey's ribs if he was able to come down with that one.
Twix is another good one. I really like Twix. That's probably up there too.
Left Twix or right Twix, though?
Eat both. I'll take them both. Creighton Frost rumbling up the middle. Got a costume? You going out after this?
No.
Okay.
It's too cold for
that
me.
was an emphatic no.
It's too cold for me to do anything outside. I'm going to go home. I'm probably going to make my own
some
hot chocolate. Usually I go home and rewatch these games after. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that. What I will be doing is getting ready for the upcoming basketball season.
That is right. We got that to look forward to. It should be a whale of a season. Both the girls and the boys look to bring back some good squads, so I'm really looking forward to that. 3rd down and 6. Alford dropping back to throw. He's getting pressured and gets dropped in the backfield. That was 86 Grant Warner in there and had some help as well. Hopefully Bryce is all right. Another Bulldog still down. Stavanis gets to his feet. Punt coming up here for Baldwin.
You know, despite the result, despite the numbers on the scoreboard, we still got a pretty packed house here. The student section is just about as full as it's been all year. They're still back there supporting their guys. That's what you love to see.
Yeah, I mean, there's such a great culture here at Baldwin. That's part of why I love doing this so much. A lot of great people in this town. Harvey gets an absolute monster punt away. It drives Sabenhagen back. His knee was down. You are correct, sir. The 34-yard line.
Yeah, you did your job!
Couple punts in a row here, and Holton going to take over with 4 minutes left here, up 55-12 on the scoreboard.
It's some pretty good chirps. Listen, I understand the frustration on that. I mean, when a team gets penalized as much as Baldwin, you know, you'd be remiss not to say, well, what about the other guys? You know, I get that part, but
overall, though, I don't want to harp on it, but a great season for these guys. The seniors, I mean, I'll just run through them here. Ethan Williams, Casey Hamrick, Carson Shannon was unable to play tonight, unfortunately, but Jackson Rude, Ian Bryan, Braden Hirschman, Homer Rice, Brendan O'Connor, Ridge Kellerman, Tucker Bradley, Hunter Barnhart, Hunter Jatala, Jake Stavanis, and Colton Collum, the 14 seniors on this squad, and done a great job this year. Going to finish with a winning record of 5-4.
First time since 2017 that they finished with a positive record, and you know, we mentioned it. It's a rough way to end the year, but look at where you came from. Look at what you did last year. How did you turn it around? You guys came together as a program around Coach Melcher. The seniors stepped up, and I'm sure there was some help from the underclassmen as well. I mean, you can't turn a program like that just by relying on your upperclassmen.
Holton still doing their thing, running the ball. Have they thrown a pass tonight? I don't think they have.
No.
Yeah. Haven't really had to.
The only time that they've completed a pass this year is the first 2 weeks against Sabetha and Riley County. Other than that, they're 0 for 7 on the rest of the year.
It's not broke, don't fix it kind of thing. If you're just going to run it down people's throat the whole game.
Definitely ain't broke.
2 minutes left here. This time backup quarterback in there, Cameron Wheeler, 6 foot, 180-pound junior, gets knocked down for maybe a 1 yard loss. It's going to set up a 4th down and 11. Baldwin might get a stop here. Jackson Rude going back deep to receive this, what I assume to be a punt.
He's one of those seniors who you hate to see the season end like this for him. You know, honorable mention, all league wide receiver last year. Had a really good year going into the game. He had 20 catches, 389 yards, 5 touchdowns, 13 carries, and 130 yards. He's one of those seniors that really laid it out all on the line for this program this year. Alongside, like you mentioned, Brennan O'Connor, Hunter Tajala, Tucker Bradley, Jake Stavanis, all along the offensive line have all been crucial parts in turning this program around this season.
Baldwin gets the ball back, 45 seconds left in plus territory. Let's see if they can't drive down quickly here and score again. Alford going to keep it. Has a nice little scamper there. 6 yards on first down.
Another senior who I'd like to spotlight. I know there's 13 other ones to talk about, but Casey Hamrick, during the offseason was in a car accident. He had a neck brace, a spinal injury, and a neck injury. To come back, to not only be able to put yourself in a position to come back this season and play, but contribute the way he did on the defensive end of the ball for us. It's been really special to watch his story throughout the year, ending the season off and going into the game. He had 35 tackles, a couple of tackles for loss, and a forced fumble. He's another one of those seniors that, man, you just hate to see it for him.
Yeah, and a shout out to this coaching staff. A great job turning this thing around. Jeff Melcher, the head coach, John Bass, assistant, Jesse Austin, another one, Danny Peacock, Grant Bakura, and Daniel Flick, all doing a great job this year, helping turn this thing around. Baldwin, unfortunately, going to drop this game 55-12, and they will fall to 5-4 on the season. And Holton improves to 5-4, and they will most likely be going down south to take on Frontenac next week. We'll take a break and come back with our Hometown Construction post-game show. This has been Bulldog Football on Baldwin Sports Live.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Helms Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to building your dream home, quality matters. For residential or commercial, Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry brings precision, passion, and Baldwin City pride to every project. They specialize in complete home build and custom cabinetry to help your dream space become a reality. For a free quote, call 785-248-0698 and follow them on Facebook to check out their latest projects. Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry. Built local, built right, built for Baldwin City.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider. Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back here. This game has gone final 55-12. Holton wins it and advances to the next round of the playoffs. It's time now for our post-game show brought to us by Hometown Construction. At Hometown Construction, they're bringing trust back to the roofing and exterior businesses. No more corner cutting, just real craftsmanship and real-world experience for the most lasting results. Call Hometown Construction today for your free estimate and experience the breath of fresh air that they bring. Hometown Construction, where hometown service meets peace of mind. Time now to give out our player of the game, or players of the game. Jackson, who are we going with this week?
We're going with Bryce Alford and wide receiver Miles Massey.
Yep.
They both had good games. Bryce Alford had just over 240 yards, all-purpose yards, 128 in the air, 119 on the ground, 3 touchdowns. And Miles Massey had 66 yards for his season high. Could have been much more than that. Would have lined himself for about 105 yards in a touchdown, or 105 yards without the touchdown, because he was down at the 3-yard line. Yeah. But eventually that play did get called back for another holding call. But for those two, a really nice way to end the season off statistically, not so much on the scoreboard, but two juniors who coming back into next year are going to hopefully have the right mindset about it after the success that they both had this year on that side of the ball.
So there you have it, our players of the game, brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services, insurance and investments, wealth management and financial planning. Farm Bureau Financial Services is there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. Call today and set up a meeting with your local Farm Bureau team at 785-594-1055. It's your future. Let's protect it. So it's going to be a pretty quick post-game show here. Once again, we kind of talked about it in that fourth quarter. Just a shout-out to all of the seniors, the coaching staff, and even the underclassmen, the juniors, everybody on this squad really should be very, very proud of themselves on the season that they were able to put together here, finish with a winning record. As Jackson said, first time since 2017, they finished at 5-4. I'm sure that's what Coach Melcher is telling the team out there. Keep your heads up high as you fought hard all year long, and unfortunately it ends in a 55-12 loss to the Holton Wildcats. And excuse me, we will Probably not be back until the winter sports season. I'm going to go beg and plead to my bosses that maybe we can possibly do the soccer game on Monday. It's going to be just across the way there at, I think it's Hartley Field for Baker. So we'll see about that. Stay tuned. But I've been told we're not doing anything besides playoff football this year. But like I said, I'll put my neck on the line out there and try to get us to do that. It's going to be a good matchup against, I think, Heritage Christian out of Olathe is who Baldwin's going to play on Monday. And also good luck to the cross-country team that is going to be running tomorrow at the state cross-country meet. So if we don't get to do the soccer game tomorrow, I'm glad you could all join us for this fall season. It's been a lot of fun. Saw some soccer, volleyball, and obviously football here, and I will be back for the winter sports season and the basketball, boys and girls. So we're looking forward to that, and thank you all for joining us here. For Jackson Blakely and Joey Bongard, I'm Ryan Hilmer saying good night and happy Halloween from Baldwin. Be safe, everybody, and have a great evening. We'll see you next time on Baldwin Sports Live.
From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.